She's a bit crazy. Look how soggy
Baby
she is.
girl, oh I love you.
A puppy.
You're wet. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I meant to start a vlog yesterday and we had to take our boy to the emergency vet. He's down there. Can you say hello, Doddles? Yeah, my little squirrel. Now let's start properly. Hello my sweet ducklings and welcome to another week of vlogging. Even though it was supposed to start yesterday. We're taking Roxy for a walk with Don Dons. She is absolutely crazy.
Yes, and she's wet and she likes kisses.
She keeps scaring our little boy half to death.
Behave.
He had a blood test yesterday and we'll find out the results either tomorrow or Saturday. Before yesterday, what day was yesterday? Wednesday. So on Tuesday I wrote down a list of things I wanted to talk about and film, and I was going to get it done yesterday, but we had to go to the vets. And I was going to start filming yesterday, but we didn't know what was going to happen with being at the vets, so I didn't. I cut and colour my own hair so it looks a little bit mental. When I get home I'm going to recolour this bit. It's a bit patchy. Is she scaring you, Boo? What are you doing, Roxy? Stop scaring our little boy. You mental? What are you doing? That's Don-Don's.
Roxy.
She's got so much energy. Okay, baby. It's alright. Do you want a treat? Should we give you a little snack? Come on then, Don. Come on, baby. Look how far away he's staying from her. She has got way too much energy for our boy, haven't you? We're at home now with both dogs. Roxy and Donnie have both followed Sam to the bathroom. I really need to do something about my hair. I do have a bunch of things to discuss, to film. One of them being we are getting a puppy. Roxy is going to be our new puppy. She currently has a home where the owner is a bit too old for how wild Roxy is. So she's not going to be permanently staying with us yet. We're introducing her to Donnie a little bit at a time and seeing how they go. I've got so much to discuss, but maybe not right now. Gonna look after some puppies, gonna have a cup of tea, go on my Switch, but I will keep updating you.
You smell like chicken.
She is a chicken.
No, she eated the chicken. Did you blow off? I feel like you did. I don't want you blowing my face.
Oh no, I have to unplug it. What's she doing to you, Boo? Oh, hello.
You're stressing my boy out.
Look at her. She's crazy.
Stop. Stop. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're beautiful one.
It does smell of farts over here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Is she insane, Boo Boo? Is she?
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Oh yeah.
Sam is just taking Roxy back to her home at the moment. Donnie is a little bit stressed out by her because she's got so much energy and she just jumps on him. Excuse me. So I've got a colour on my head just because I just found the sides quite patchy, and I've topped up the roots trying to leave the ends out, but we'll see how that goes. I've got pizza left over from last night, which is I'm gonna have for my lunch. And then I did want to say I'm gonna film some more Animal Crossing. However, I only have the light switch, which means you cannot film the screen itself. I have to actually film the physical item, which is such a pain. I love watching Animal Crossing videos and I wanted to make some, which I'm still going to do. I just can't film so it's as if you're seeing the screen. I don't even know how to explain this, but I have to film the physical item. You can't just see what I'm seeing, which sucks. Regarding, I'm just going to quickly mention regarding my work life. I am no longer going to talk about my work online or on this platform for the time being. I'm only going to discuss my work life and what I'm currently doing over on my Instagram page, and that is Jessica May Hair Art. It is a private page, so if you want to know more about what's going on, please go and follow that page on Instagram, and I will update videos, pictures, everything, but it's all going to be on that platform. I'm going to keep this just about my personal life, nothing to do with like work. So I'm still hairdressing, I'm still a hairdresser, I still have my clients, but I am not going to be discussing it on here. I can make some Instagram videos, so IGTV, I can make some of those discussing updates, what's going on, what kind of things I'm doing, but it's all going to be on the Instagram at Jessica May Hair Art. So now that's out of the way, I will give you my next little update, which was going to be, I have not been feeling happy in my own skin again. So I've got my eyebrow appointment, which I am super duper duper excited about. Cannot wait for my eyebrow appointment, and it's not long now. That's coming up. So I'm going to have them microbladed again, but this is by someone different, a girl called Jess, who's in Bristol. So she's going to be doing my brows. I am growing my hair out, but I'm going to grow the top first and keep the sides and back short until it's grown out a little bit. So I actually cut my hair yesterday, cut my own hair. I clippered the sides and back and tried to blend it. It's not going to be as good as if I was cutting someone else's hair, but it's fine, it's done. I've had a haircut. It is 11 p.m. and I'm tired. I finished doing my hair. As you can see, my colour isn't taking on my roots at the moment. Like, a lot of my roots are really light and the ends are dark. My hair, the last couple of times I've coloured it, has been so stubborn. So stubborn. Super stubborn. Could be that I'm on medication, could be hormones, could be a few things, but my hair just doesn't want to be coloured at the moment. Anyway, it's been a fairly busy day. Got another fairly busy day tomorrow. I've done some editing today. I've played on Animal Crossing, and I have read a chunk of my book. So this is Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, yeah, and this is, so that's how far through I am, so almost halfway. I've got a good chunk read. I'm on page 138 and I am really enjoying this book. Really enjoying. Currently, if I was to rate it for how much I've read, it'd be 4 stars. It's not quite 5. It started off a bit, I don't even want to say slow, I just wasn't interested. The more I read, the more I want to continue reading, which is similar for The Hating Game, but The Hating Game I got to a point where I was absolutely obsessed, where I haven't got to that stage with this book. I love the writing style. I think it's really good. It's funny. It's absolute joy. So I will tell you a bit more about what this is about, but it's 12 o'clock? No, it's 11. Oh, my brain is just mush and I need to go to sleep. I am tired. I'm going to read some more. I'll probably read a couple of pages more, then go to bed, and tomorrow I can tell you a bit more about my book. I was going to try and do a temporary to try and sort this colour out, but I don't know if I will. I'm not sure. Seeing a friend tomorrow. Roxy the puppy is coming back to stay with us for a bit. See how Donnie gets on with Roxy again. And got a few other bits I am doing. I'm going to get some more reading done and I'll check in tomorrow. But good night for now. Happy Friday morning. I wanted to say Saturday because Sam's at work and she doesn't usually work on a Friday. But yeah, Sam's at work. It's like 8:30, I think. Almost 9. It's between 8:30 and 9. I'm still in bed and I'm tired and I feel I've woken up not wanting to move. But I have to move. We've got stuff to do today. I need to get up and have a cup of tea. I really do. So I read some more of Get a Life Chloe Brown last night. It's a really good book. I highly recommend. Still not quite halfway through, but it is a very good book. So Chloe is chronically ill, constantly in pain, not very able to move well. She suffers with her leg pains, joint pains, that type of thing. And right at the start of the story of the book, she almost gets hit by a car, and this makes her think she needs to get a life because her life flashes before her eyes and she realizes she hasn't done anything. So she makes a list, and it's the Get a Life list, and she has got things to tick off that she wants to do. And she moves out of her parents' house, moves in by herself, and then the maintenance kind of guy, can't remember, I think he's the superintendent thing person. I wonder if it says on the back. No. Anyway, his name's Red, and you also get chapters from his point of view. And he is he's got tattoos, he's ginger, he's well built, he's like a biker dude, but he's soft and artistic, and it's quite funny how they are trying to both hide feelings of lust for each other, and the banter between them and how annoyed at each other they get. It's all really funny and so real, so relatable. I'm really, really enjoying this book. It's really good. The cat isn't supposed to be in our apartment, and at the moment he's letting her get away with it. Yeah, it is. It's a very, very good read, and I do recommend it. Really enjoying it. The bookmark went right into my eye. I will keep you updated on what I think and how it goes. I need to go and get a cup of tea. I've been this morning on my island, moving out villagers that I didn't want and trying to get new villagers. So I haven't moved from the bed. I just wanted to film a little update before I went to bed, and the fact that I'm actually wearing makeup today. I went out and saw a friend this evening, did a few bits here, there and everywhere, had a really great meeting. Seeing the family tomorrow evening. During the day I have no idea what I'm doing. Good morning, it is Saturday and it's dark, it's raining, it's a gloomy day. I'm not sure what the time is. I know it's sometime in the afternoon, maybe around 2. So it's later in the afternoon. My bedroom is a little bit of a mess. You can see my washing basket behind me, my backpack, the dog's blanket. The dog is next to me here, which is why I'm sat in a bit of an awkward position. So I'm going to my dad's this evening. We are going around 6 o'clock. Sam will finish work, pick me up, and we're driving straight to Devon. So I might be cutting this video off here, I might not, we'll see how things go. For the rest of the day, I was planning on taking Donnie out, but it is so horrible outside, I don't know yet. I have a massive stack of books here because I have been meaning to do a book haul, because I've purchased a load of second-hand books. I think I've got close to 20 books in front of me. I'm just going to move some as I've missed some out of my pile, so I just need to rearrange a second. We've got 19 books, so I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I'm going to show you what I've bought. So the book I'm currently reading is Get a Life Chloe Brown. I bought this secondhand. I can't remember exactly what website, but whenever I buy a book, I look for used books, and I'd rather them not be like new. I like the spine to be bent, or I will break the spine. I do often read like this. I put the book face down. I do sometimes even bend pages. I want a book to look old, used, loved. I don't like books looking brand new. I mean, they look beautiful and they smell amazing when they're new, but I like my books to look loved. So all of these, bar a few, are used books. So this is a used book. I haven't read much more yet. I've read a couple more pages. I am really enjoying it. I'm just super busy. So this is going really well. So the hating game I showed you in my last video, I did end up giving this 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. Highly recommend. Again, used book. I think I got this off of eBay, but yeah, it's used. It's a little bit tattered. Happy with that. Next up, I have, this isn't a reading book, but this is a notebook, and it has got lined pages. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like gold edges, and I'm going to use this as a scrapbook, but it's going to be a life scrapbook, so it's going to have photos. I'm going to print some photos, put them in there, maybe write letters to people or to myself, but this is going to be a life, like, diary scrapbook, and I just think it's gorgeous, so pretty. This is the book I did start reading before Get a Life Chloe Brown, and it's Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, and it sounds really good, but because just before picking this one up, I finished another thriller, and I needed the change in between. I love thriller books, but I can't read them back to back. So Lock Every Door is about a lady that is house sitting in a spooky house, and I'm not 100% sure what happens. So there's no visitors, no nights spent away from the apartment, no disturbing the other residents. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not going to read the back to you because we'll figure it out together. I'll talk about it when I pick this up, but I am hyped for this one. So that's Lock Every Door. Don't know where I got it, secondhand. Again, secondhand book. This is The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I really enjoyed this book. It is long, really long book. The writing's quite small, I got this second hand and the pages are a bit stained. So someone, I think they've spilt something or maybe got it wet. It is a little bit stained, it's a bit battered. I folded the pages of this book because it was already really, like, it is still like a little bit on the mucky side, but I'm going to keep it. I will reread this 100%. I will definitely be reading this again. I did give it 4 stars. It is a slow burner. It is slow. I listened to the audiobook while reading this, so I read along with it, and that was really helpful. Sometimes I overtook the audiobook though, so I had to speed that up or either just stop and read myself. But really recommend this or the audiobook. It was really good. Oh yeah, what's it about? So the first 2 pages is basically the character you're following is called Richard. Richard tells you that him and some friends have killed someone, and he takes you back to the beginning before he's even met these people, his journey to the university, his journey through meeting these people, why they killed their friend, and then what happens afterwards. Some parts of this broke my heart, other parts were a little bit funny. It's quite old-fashioned. It is a bit, I don't know when this was printed, it is a bit of an older book, but it's a classic. It's so good. Really do recommend this. Just gonna see if there's a date. Do you know what? You know what, I'll put the date on the screen. I'll have a look, I'll research, maybe it's in here, maybe I'm just being oblivious, but I will put the date on when this was published. It is a bit older, but worth a read. Next, we got Call Me By Your Name. This is by Andre Aceman? Not sure. This has been made into a movie. I will be reading this before I watch the movie. Call Me By Your Name is highly recommended. I've got this used. Love getting nice secondhand books anyway. This will most likely be the next book I pick up once I finish Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I have no idea what this is about other than a gay couple. And I'm going to go into it without reading the back, without knowing anything more than that, because I think that's quite exciting and I love a romance novel. Next, we have The Bride Test. This is by Helen Hoang. She also wrote a book called The Kiss Quotinet, which I have already read. Absolutely loved that book. I gave it 4 stars. Apparently this is better. We'll see, because I did really love that book. This is secondhand. There's a few markings on it from stickers, a few pages bent. Again, don't mind at all. Someone did say that this was a series, because there is praise for the Kiss Quotinet inside, but after reading the back, this is about different characters, but this is her second book. The Kiss Quotinet's her first book, and this is the second one. I just think they're similar stories. So this is about a guy that his mother actually picks him out a bride. And I believe she's flown to him, and they see that they try and get along and everything like that before they're married. So mixed race girl living in the slums of Ho Chi Minh City, don't know, has always felt out of place. So when the opportunity arises to go to America and meet a potential husband, she can't turn it down. This could be the break her family needs. However, I do think one of them again is autistic. Yeah, so he's got autism in this one, whereas in the Kiss Quotinet it's the female that's got autism. So he's got autism. This girl wants a big break to move to America, so she takes the opportunity to marry this guy. So we'll see how that pans out. Love a romance, as you can tell. The next book is Daisy Jones and the Six. This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who also wrote The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I rated 5 stars. Loved that book. This was highly recommended, really talked about, really loved. so much praise around this book. So it's about a made-up band, and it follows the characters telling a story about Daisy Jones and the Six. I am looking forward to reading this. I have tried to put this in order of possibly what order I'll read them in. So it'd be the romances, maybe the thriller for Lock Every Door. Then this one I will pick up because super excited. Next, Sam bought me this one, my sister. This is brand new. This is from either Asda or Tesco, somewhere where they were doing an offer. And she was like, I'm getting this. Would you like a book? And I went, yes, please. So Sam bought me this. Who Did You Tell by Leslie Cara? Yeah, so I don't know if I've read any by her before. I recognise the author, but I'm not sure if I have. And there's hardly any description on the back. I just love the idea of this book. So we said we'd keep it a secret, that no one needed to know, but someone is tormenting me now. Someone knows where I am and what I've done. The question is, who did you tell? Sounds exciting. So again, excited. I don't think I've read any reviews or anything. I just saw it, sounded great and picked it up. So don't know how widely recommended this is, haven't heard of it before, saw it, seemed interested, picked it up. So next one is Warcross by Marie Lu, and this one, do you know what, I have watched so many people talk about Ready Player One, which is by, is it Ernest Cline, I was right. So yeah, Ready Player One, love that book, 5 stars. Most people that I know that have read it have loved it, and nearly all the booktubers that have loved that book has also loved Warcross and recommended to pick this one up if you loved Ready Player One. So again, don't know what it's about, excited for it because of how much I loved Ready Player One. So I'm guessing it's going to be a similar type of thing, maybe a bit fantasy-y. We'll see. The next book, this isn't new. Sam got me this for my birthday. It's called Proud, and it is stories, poems and art on the theme of pride. It's compiled by Juno Dawson, and I've got a bookmark in here. I've read 3 pages, but I do want to finish this book, and it is compiled of short stories, poems, art, like it says on the cover, all to be proud about, and there are loads of authors, artists on the back. So from lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans and queer artists. Be you, be heard, be proud. I am also excited for this one. Next, again, I have not bought this one, The Keeper of Lost Things. This was really hyped and talked about when it came out. Don't know anything about it. I was given this book by a client that said to me she thinks I should read it. Apparently it's very lovely, charming, a bit slow, but adorable. And I was like, yep, I'll give that a read, 100%. It's not massive. It's called The Keeper of Lost Things, and it's by Ruth Hogan. So I'm going to give that a read. I've got enough books to last me a while, haven't I? The next book, what have we got? Oh, let's go for this one. With Malice. Now, a booktuber was talking about this. This is by Elaine Cook. Found this in a charity shop for 99p. So, yes, booktuber was talking about this, and they didn't rate it that high, but I loved the sound of it, so I really wanted to give it a go, and luckily found it in a charity shop. So a girl goes on a school trip, wakes up in a hospital bed 6 weeks later with no idea how she got there. So let's find out. Next one, got this, I think this was the same charity shop, it was 99p. So this is Tempest, Time Will Tear Them Apart by Julie Cross. I don't know if I've heard of this one before. I've got a feeling I have, but again, I just read the back and I wanted it so bad. So today, Jackson and Holly are in love. Tomorrow, she will be lying bleeding in his arms. Yesterday, Jackson must undo it all. Jackson has a secret. He can jump into his own past. But when a shocking event propels him further back in time than he has ever been before, he finds he can't return. So now Jackson has to find a way to save the love of his life before he's even met her. I am excited for this, and already I'm on the edge of my seat wondering if they're even going to know each other by the end of the book. Really super excited. We have 5 books left. Next one, let's go for the children's one that is really not great condition at all. Surprisingly £2.65 for how battered it is. This is the children's book or young adult. No, I think no, this is definitely children's. I've got the first book. Where is it? I'm just thinking it might be in the salon I used to work in. Gonna have to check. Yeah. Anyway, so the first book is called A Place Called Perfect, and this is the second book to it, and this is called The Trouble with Perfect. There's somebody watching you. So looks like there's another issue. So A Place Called Perfect, I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember much about it. I know you had to wear certain glasses to stop you seeing things that were happening. I can't remember much of it. I'm gonna have to find the first one, find out where it is, maybe reread that and then move on to the second one. It's a children's book, so it's easy to read, easy to guess what's going to happen, but it's a bit of light reading and it's a bit of fun. So the next 2 books are Star Wars books. I think I found this one first and I prefer them the smaller size, but I saw it and thought this is episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and this one is episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So 1 and 2 had to pick them up, and I think they were £1 each. Yeah, £1 each. So Terry Brooks wrote episode 1 and R.A. Salvatore wrote episode 2. So they are based on the films, so I shouldn't expect anything more or extra to happen because they are based on the movies. I love this cover and I love that it's really old looking and is a bit battered. Like, this book I think is beautiful. Beautiful is a weird way to describe it, but I love it. Again, this one is nice, but I prefer the smaller books. Like, if you look at the size comparison, I prefer them looking like this. But I'm going to read both of those. Next, I have 2 books. These are the last 2. You'll be glad to be done with books. So they're both by Jane Fallon, and I have loved her books. I'm just a bit disappointed in the covers they sent me, because the other Jane Fallon books I've got, all the covers match. And these 2 do match each other, but they don't match the set I've got, and they do other covers of these that do match the set, so it's a bit annoying. However, I wanted to get used. You can't be that picky. So the first one is Skeletons. The only thing worse than not knowing a secret is discovering one. So Jen has discovered a secret. It's not hers to share, but is it hers to keep? If she tells her husband Jason, he might get over the shock, but will he forgive her for telling the truth? She might drive a wedge through their marriage. So that's Skeletons. And then the second one I've got is The Ugly Sister. So, yeah, I'm so not a fan of these covers. I much prefer the other covers. Anyway, So, beauty can be a blessing or a curse, as Abby would be the first to know. She has spent her life in the shadow of her stunningly beautiful, glamorous older sister, Cleo. Headhunted as a model when she was 16, Cleo has been all but lost to Abby for the last 20 years, with only a fleeting visit or a brief email to connect them. So when Abby is invited to spend the summer with her sister's perfect family, she can't bring herself to say no. Maybe Cleo is finally as keen as Abby to regain the closeness they shared in their youth. But Abby is in for a shock. Soon she is left caring for her two young, bored and very spoilt nieces and handsome, unhappy brother-in-law John, while Cleo plainly has other things on her mind. As Abby moves into her sister's life, a cuckoo in the nest, she wrestles with uncomfortable feelings. Could having beauty, wealth and fame lead to more unhappiness than not having them? Who in the family really is the ugly sister? Interesting. We will see how that goes. This one, the ugly sister, I'm more interested in than skeletons, so I'll probably read this one first. But I have a lot of reading to do. I've got comics I still haven't read as well. There's a lot. I've also got the second Killing Eve book, volume 2, No Tomorrow, that I haven't read yet. I've got The Wife Between Us. I don't know who that's by. The Wife Between Us. Oh, Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Peckham. So I haven't read that yet. There is a bookmark in here. Oh, it's on the prologue, ready to start. Okay, so I haven't read this one yet either, but that's last on my list. It is new. I did buy this one new along with another book, which I've read and got rid of because it was awful. Yeah, so I'll be reading that as well, but I'm not in a rush to read that one. And I'm not in a rush to read this one either. So both of these are at the bottom of my pile, but I will get round to them. And then I've also, this was bought new. This is You're the One I Want. And apparently I have read this before. However, I can't remember it at all. So I will be rereading this by Giovanna. Is that how I say her name? Giovanna Fletcher? Not sure. But we'll be rereading that. Oh, I think I've got, is that one? The little, might even have another one I haven't read. Not sure, but I do want to rearrange my bookshelves, go through them all, that type of thing. Maybe I'll do that in another video because it'd be quite interesting for me to go through my books. My throat's really dry now. That was a massive book haul, so we might wrap this video up here, even though it was only a 3-day vlog. I do also want to say in this video, this will be the second video, maybe even third, where I mention an island tour. And I'm desperate to film my island on Animal Crossing. I really want to show you what it looks like. It's a 5-star island. Currently really liking most of the villagers I've got. I like how my island is laid out. I'm gonna add more things, keep tweaking it. I love the game. I do want to do a playthrough with you. I just haven't got the time at the moment. So I'm just going to run through the things I am doing. So tonight going to my dad's in Devon, and I'm not back until Tuesday evening. On Wednesday I have work, and then I have a possible date. If it still happens, and if I do go on a date, I will check in with you and let you know how it went. So that's Wednesday. Thursday next week I'm hopefully getting extensions back on my nails because they look awful and I just watched my last video and they looked amazing. So hoping to get my nails done on Thursday morning. Then I've got work. Friday, work. Saturday, also work. And then, so yeah, I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday will be my first day off after that, which would be great. Don't have any plans for that yet. I've started doing some Christmas shopping, so the next time I pick up my camera will probably be, I might start filming again on Sunday, which would be my next day off. So I might be able to film an Animal Crossing video, or maybe I've started Christmas shopping video, talk about that. So we'll see. Don't know when we're getting our puppy, and maybe the week after that. Roxy may be joining us permanently. My sister Sam is making a full video on Roxy joining us, but she's going to be in my vlogs. She's going to be here now. Donnie's a bit upset about the situation at the moment, but he'll get used to her. They'll be okay. Just moving stuff out of his way. He's having a little snooze. So yeah, that's everything. So I've got a busy week next week. Don't know what I'm doing in Devon yet. If there's anything interesting to film, I will film while I'm in Devon. If not, have a super duper good one, and I will see you again soon. Hope you enjoy my videos, and I love you all very much. Bye.